G'day, it's Guesty here to have a bit of a chat about owner hooks, and we're having a bit of a look at the flashy swimmer and the beast hook. So both what we call weedless hooks, so fantastic for fishing in and around structure. Owner's been around for 50 odd years. They have a magnificent amount of processes that go together to create hooks that you know you can rely on when you hook that great big fish. Japanese technology and quality is what it's all about. So if we look at the flashy swimmer, so they start at 1.0 and go up to 12.0. So the great thing about the flashy swimmer, and let's dig one out of a packet while we're talking about them, is that they have this willow blade hanging off the side. So this is the big beast here, the big unit, the 12.0. So that's what we call a willow blade. So it spins around while you wind that lure through the water. So it'll sit about there. You can put whatever style of big soft plastic you want. And when you rig soft plastics on these style of hooks, this one's pretty simple. You just have a screw end here, and then that hook will sit flush with the plastic, so you can throw it right up into weed beds, into the timber, and they're fantastic for fish like Murray cod, barramundi, where you need lots of flash and colour and movement without a lot of speed. So some of those fish will swim up, have a look, have another look, and then crunch, they'll grab it. That soft plastic will pop down, you get great hook exposure, and you can hook up. And as I said, I've caught bass on the smaller ones, on that 1.0 size, but certainly big Murray cod in your impoundments, great big soft plastics thrown right up in amongst the timber, or big barramundi in around weed beds and timber. That one's going to be spot on. So this is the beast hook, and you can get these with or without the keel weight. This one's got a keel weight on it here. They come in sizes from 4.0 up to 12.0. Once again, they've got that spring where you wind the soft plastic on. But when you're in really tough country, really thick weed beds, sometimes you don't want that flashy swimmer because it can get caught up in the weed a little bit, and these weedless presentations are great for real shallow water where you can throw them right up in there. There's no keel weight, so it'll just sort of flutter around. You can wind it. Great for catching barramundi in and around the weed beds. My mate Jason Medcalf and I have had some fantastic success fishing for barramundi right up in the shallows. I'm talking water this sort of deep. I know we were fishing in one of the big impoundments a little while ago, and we could see fish right up with their tails out of the water, and no other technique was going to work except a weedless technique like this, and we managed to drag a couple out, weed all over their faces, but it was the only way really to target them. All of these hooks come in a black chrome nickel finish with that super needle point that owner's famous for, and they are super strong. I know you've got that big belly there, but you're pulling from this point, the hook is in, the tip of the hook's actually in line with the eye of the hook, so very, very strong. And I've caught all sorts of species fishing with weedless techniques. One recently chasing some big flathead with what we call a ripple shad, where I knew where there's some big flathead hanging out. I was actually on holidays with my wife, couldn't help myself, had to take a fishing rod. Got in a little bit of trouble for that, but that's all right. Cast the ripple shad in and around the boulders, so it was totally weedless. Otherwise I would have got snagged with any other type of soft plastic there, and a big 85 centimetre flathead came up and ate it. So it just goes to show you, think about where you live. They're not only for freshwater, but some of your saltwater species as well.